Hello everybody. In this screencast we're gonna look at a sketch of the solution of assignment 5, and that's basically using UITableViews. You see here it's a list of users. This is the user screen or the user's view controller, and basically you click on add user, goes to add user, allows you to enter the name, email, and then you pick gender, age, state, and group, and all of them are tables, right, that you're going to use. All right, and then if you scroll down a little bit, you add the user, you click submit, the user gets added, and then clear all clears the user. Sort takes you to the other screen, and then you have different sorts, and then you click on a user, takes you to user details. Straightforward. Okay, cool. So let's see what we're going to do here. So I'm going to minimize this. I don't need this anymore. And this is the skeleton app that's provided, and you can run it. Let's see. So I'll run it just to get a feel. The main, here's the storyboards, and this is the user's view controller. Okay. All right. So now let me look at the models that are provided. There is a user model. Let's see. There's a user model. So let's go in and see what this is going on here. Okay, good. So let's go to the user's view controller. You can build that one first. Let's see. User details. So we know that when you click on the add new user, we need to go here. All right, so I'm going to control, shift, drag, and show. There it is. Okay, good. Very nice. I can even embed this into a view controller. So let's see if I embed this into a navigation controller. So basically now there is a back button and so on. So let's see what happens when we run this now. Here we are. You click on add new user, goes here. Okay, good. Yeah, we can use navigation. It doesn't say in the document, but just getting creative here. All right, so here it is. Then we are here. Okay, you see, go back. So we're done with that. So if you click on add new user, takes you here. Clear all, takes you here. Okay, good. So now let's do the gender one. So which one is the gender? So basically when you click on select, takes you to gender. Go here, from here to here. Show takes you to gender, and I can do the other ones. Say for example state. So we click here, takes you to state. Here we are. And similarly the other ones. So let's say this is the state, gender, then there are others. Here's one, and here is two. Okay, good. So here we are. Click on age, takes you here. Show, and the other one is group. Click here, go from here to here, and show. Good. So that's the code. So let's go do the gender one. All right, good. So let's see. All right, so here's the gender screen. Here is that one. It's already tied up to our view controller. Click on the table view. Click. Oh, sorry, this is the table view. And what I'm going to do is I need to set up its delegate. So this the data source is this, and the delegate is also this. I'm going to do this for all of them. You know. Here we are. And here we are, delegate and data source. So I did it for both age, and let's do it for the group one also. Here is the data source is this one, and the delegate is this, and similarly for the state. Here's the delegate and here's the data source. Good. So I already set up this, and now for the gender view controller, I'm going to, if you look at it just, you're just displaying the gender. So click here. I'll add a cell, table view cell. Here it is. Okay, and I'm gonna call it the identifier. I'll call it, for example, the gender cell. Okay, here it is. And that's all what I'm going to use. I'm not gonna do anything else. Now click here, over assistant. These are not custom cells, so I don't need to worry much about other things. So here we are. Table view. Here is table view. All right, good. So here is the table. This is select gender. We can now go ahead and do select gender. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let me copy this for all of them. Right, here is the table view controller. Here is that table view, just this one. For age, paste, drag and drop, click here, paste, drag and drop. Okay, so I have all the table views in all of them, right? So because the code is very similar, so let's do the gender one. So here's the gender view controller, and it's an array of strings. So basically I'll have let genders equals, I can have an array of strings here, but anyhow, equals array string array, there it is, and I'm going to say genders dot add all append contents of data dot genders. So it's just a copy of this data dot genders here, right? Okay, now I know that I have to now set up the table view delegate, and okay, so now let's do that. Extension select gender view controller, and then we have the table view data source, right? The source and delegate table view delegate, right? The delegate. All right, here we are. Okay, now it will show up and tell me that there are two append let. Okay, so okay, I don't need all of that. I can just use this one because data.genders, anyhow, I'll just have my own genders here anyway. So go here, fix. Now this is a cell, table view dot dq, cell with identifier and index path, and return cell. All right, good. That's this, and then it's not happy because it needs something else. So this is genders dot return dot count. Okay, and basically I can come in. I need this gender, the cell name. In genders we give it a reuse identifier, which is gender cell, right? So that's what I'm going to use, reuse identifier, and now we can get the gender. We'll say cell dot text label dot text. Now it's just saying it's gonna be the text label. It will be deprecated soon. You know, I can use the default one, right? Text label dot text equals genders of index path dot row. All right, so this should show the genders. We're done with the genders now. Now if we run this, now it should display the genders. Okay. Okay, add a new one, select a gender, and you see here the genders. Now when you pick one of them, we need to go back. We'll do all of that stuff, right? We're going to publish to you to the I'll just go use the notification approach. I think this assignment gives you the freedom to use any approach to send data back. So I'm just going to use the notification approach. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to publish to some kind of send gender or something, and we're good to go. All right, so now here I need, when you select, so table view did select row at item. So here I can get whatever gender. So I will say let gender equals genders of index path dot row. You see here you get an index path of what was selected, and then I'm just going to do a notification, use the notification center to send it back. So notification center dot default dot post. Okay, and I'm going to post something with an object, the name. So this is a notification dot name, and here we go, and then the object is going to be gender. All right, So that's what I will do, and then we'll dismiss. We'll just say self.dismiss to true, right? So basically we're going to send it back, and we'll call it, for example, send gender notification. All right, so that's this. I'm going to copy this here. Now where are we going to create the observer? It's in add new. Where's add new? Here, add new user. Here it is, and here is the notification that I'm going to use. So I'm gonna copy that again, and we'll add observer. Okay, dot add observer, and use the selector. So basically the observer is we're gonna add the observer, so that's why I copied it to add the name and so on, right? So the observer itself is this object, right? The selector, we can use selectors and so on, but I like to use so in order to do that you need to create an Objective-C function. So obj C, and it's a function, and we call it, for example, I'll just use the same name, on gender receive. And it gets a notification, right? So here it is. Now the selector, we go here, selector, and it is on gender receive. Okay, here it is. And now we have this, and then the name, here is the name, and object nil, here it is, and we're good to go. So we have the gender stuff done, right? So here we are. Now when we receive the gender, we're just going to indicate that we received the gender. So basically I'll have a var gender, or I can have a var user. When you go in here, I have var user, and it's equal to user, right? So it's an empty user, right? Here it is. Now if we look at the data, let's look at the data object here, models, user. Yeah, we can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say user equal to nil. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use the user to store it. So I'll just have some variables. So variable gender string question mark, right? So basically when you receive it, what we're going to do is we're going to say gender equals notification dot object as string. Right, so we have the gender, and now we can display it and so on, right? So that's this. So if we go back to the add user, here's the gender thing here, drag and drop it here, and say gender label. All right, and then we do self dot gender label dot text equal gender. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have that here, and we have it for the other ones also. So now let's run it. We push it back. Let's see. So if we go back, just to recap what we did, this is when you select the gender. All what we do is we pick up what gender you have selected, and based on the index path, we send it a notification, and then we dismiss. Dismiss will pop it so that it will go to the previous one. Here we are. Add a new one. You select the gender, female. And now something happened. Let's see. So now if I go back, it says female. Here it is. It's not popping back. So basically, in order to go back, I need to go back, right? So let's see. Why is it not going back? Self.dismiss. Okay. Run it again. Let's see. It should go back. Okay, add new one, gender, pick, and it's not going back. All right, so what we need to do is we need the navigation center to involve the navigation center. So self dot navigation controller dot pop view controller to true. Right, so that's how you go back. Run this again, and you'll see now add new. Select the gender, here we are, goes back. Select gender, male, goes back. Select gender, other, goes back, and so on. So now all the other ones are exactly the same. we did select gender, right? So now we can do the other ones. It's very straightforward. So let's say, for example, let's do the age. So the age one is a little bit different. Here is the age one. We already have the table view, and I'm gonna do the same code. So basically what I'm going to do is select gender. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna copy the stuff that we have here. Control C, and here's select age. Control V, here it is. And we have that. We have now ages. We need to get the ages. All right. So what I'm going to do is var ages. And if you look at the user object, the age is an integer. Okay, cool. All right. Ages is an array equal to an array of integer. All right, good. So here we are. And I'm going to set up my ages here. So I'm going to do for I in 18 all the way to 100. Okay, so ages dot append I. All right, so now I have all the ages that we need. Okay, and now we're going to do Control Z. There it is. And now we do the extensions. So now this is done, and this is done. All right, good. So now we did all of this stuff. Good, done. I'm gonna copy this from here. Control X, and I'm gonna do a Control V, but now this is select age, so I'm going to do this here, and this is ages dot count, and I'm gonna call it the age cell. Okay, and this is the ages. Here it is. So I'm gonna do ages. Here's ages, but I'm gonna change it to a string. So I cast it to a string. Here it is. And then similarly, I'm going to do the same thing here. Control C and Control V. This is the age selected. Send age notification with age. Here it is. And then dismiss. So basically what I did is just copy the same code, but then I changed things because this is an integer, right? So I have to cast it to a string. And on select, I'll do the same exact thing. Okay, here is the age cell. So let's go add an age cell. Go back here. Add cell, and this is the cell. Here it is, and I'm going to use call it the age cell, and then this one also I'm going to call it the group cell. Let's call it the group cell. Just the group cell, and then add another one. This is the state cell. All right, good. Here we are. We have the age cell. Going back, I'll copy this notification because I will have to, in the add user view, have to do the same thing. Right, so I'm going to comment out some things here. All right, and I'm going to copy the same stuff. Control C, and here we are. And this is going to be the age, and we're going to send you an integer. Okay, and I'm gonna call it this is the age label, right? On age selection reception. So it is, we call it, this is age. Here's age as int. Okay, and then this is going to be the age label equals to string age. All right, so we cast it to an age, and we can just have to do this. Unwrap it, we're good to go. This is on age selected, so I'm gonna copy this from here, paste this here, and then the name is send age. Here's that, and the name of the method is on age. Here we go. So basically now we are getting the age, but nothing is tied up to the age selection process. Nothing is tied up to this label. So let's go back here. Select here, and I need the age label. So I need, let's say this one needs to go here. All right, so that's the age. So now we have the age one also done. All right, go back. We have now both the name, the gender, and the age setup. So here's new. Select gender, female. Select age. Here it is. Say 82. and it is crashing for some reason. Fatal error. Unexpectedly found nil. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Here it is. We're sending back the age. Okay. Okay, here are the ages. Go back here. One age receive, age notification, age equals this. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here. Run this again. Let's see. Okay. Add new, select age, pick this one. And now if we look at self, age is nil. Okay, so then we step over, age is still nil. Are we sending it as int? So let's have a look. Yes, it's an int. The object is age. Oh, we're sending it as a string. You see here? It's a string. So change it as a string. Now it's an int. Alright, so because of the cast. Alright, so let's remove this. Remove this breakpoint. Go back in. Add new. Select age. Pick 22 and you see 22. Gender, female. Select age, 24. You see 24. So we're good. So we are able to go do the age business, right? So we can do the other ones. It's very straightforward. So select age, and I also can do quickly. Let's go to group the gender, and I'm gonna copy the gender one. Here it is again. This is the gender code, and copy it, and the state. Do the same thing. Here it is, and I think also there is a group. I'm gonna copy that also. Same code, right? Control V. Yani very similar. That's why I'm cutting and pasting. All right. Okay. So now, instead of genders, we're going to have states. So this one is states. And I'm going to append from the data. This data is in the data. So the states, append states. Here it is. So we have the states. Here it is. Okay. And that's it. From here we're done with this, and we are done with this part. This part I'm going to cut and paste here, and this is the select state. States. This is the state cell. Send state notification. Okay. Okay, that's it. We're done. So we're good. We're good. State cell, right? So now let me make sure it's called the state cell. There it is. State cell. See? Okay, good. And similarly, go to the add user. And I'm gonna copy the same code for gender, but I'm gonna paste it here. And this is going to be the state label. The other one is going to be the group label. One state selected. Okay. Okay. And this is going to be the group. One group selected, group. All right, perfect. So now we do the same thing here. Okay, so on state selection, here it is, and then on group selection is the other one. Send state notification, send group notification. Right? Check something quick. Send state notification. Right, so I'm gonna copy this stuff from here to here, and the group stuff I'm gonna do the same thing. We already have it, so I'm gonna cut this from here, paste it here. I'm gonna call it groups. All right, copy this from here. All of the stuff is done. Paste this here, and I'm gonna call it groups. All right. Okay, and select group view controller. Select group view controller. This is groups. Copy that from here. Cell is group. Send group. All right, perfect. So it's the same code. I just changed things so that it can fit for the class. So here is select. Here is that. Go back again. And what I would like to do is, this is the state. So I'm going to click here, assistant, and wire up these labels. Okay. This is the state label, and this is the group label. All right, perfect. So we have all of them done. We have everything done here. Here we are. Add new. You pick a gender. You pick an age. You pick a state. You pick a group, and we're good. Right now, we type in a name. And type in an email and click on submit. You need to go back and send the data back. Okay, good. So now in order to do that, we'll also use notifications. Same situation. So what I'm going to do is, let's do this. Here we are. Add user. And we are here. When you click on submit, here we are. On submit, clicked. Right, here we are. And I on submit click. I can do some checks, and then if everything is said and done, I'll just check to see if name. So basically, I can get the name. So I could do var or let name equal to. I need this. All right, here is the label. Is the name label and the email label. And the email label, you can do all of that stuff. I'm not gonna spend time here. I just need to focus on the email label, right? You can do the validation and all that stuff. And I need the label. I don't need the. So when you delete it, you have to go back here and check to see if, because when you delete it, you see here, it's not deleted from the storyboard. Okay. I need not an action. I need an outlet. Okay. And I need an outlet. I call it the name label, right? And similarly, I need the email label. All right, so I can get the name, which is the name label dot text, right? And let the email to be email label dot text. Okay, so we have them. We do some if else statements. If everything is good, then we just go ahead and send everything over, right? So basically, send it back. I'll send the same way that we're sending stuff back. So basically, we will do the same thing. So basically, I'm going to copy this from here, and assuming we do the if else statement, right? So I will do this. I'll say let user equal user, and then you pass it on the name, the email, the gender, self.gender, right? I'm assuming we're going to check self.age, self.state, and then similarly self.group, and so on. We're gonna have an if else statement that checks, right? I'm not gonna put it here, and then we do notification center dot, and then we send, we post, right? So we go here, we do post, and then notification dot name, and we could, for example, send user notification. Okay, so we're going to send the user back, and what we're going to send back is the user. All right. Okay, cool. So we are done here. Let's do this. Let's do that. And so we have the name email and we send it back, and then we pop the same story. So basically, like any of them, we just go in and pop the view controller. All right, so we go here, that sends it back. Okay. And along the same lines, we are going to do the same thing in the users view controller. So users were here. Users view controller should have something like this also, meaning the notification stuff, right? So basically, we need to register something. Here it is. I'm going to register some kind of notification, and I need this here to do this, right? So basically, that's something that I need. So basically, this one is called, so if you go back to add user, show in tab, open in tab, what did we call it? We call send user. Okay, here it is. And here it is. On user received. On user received, right? On user receive. On user receive, right? So basically now, what we can do is you receive the user. So we'll say let user equals notification as, okay, user. Okay, cool. Here it is. We have the user that you received. And basically what we will do is we are going to do this. We're going to say users.append user. Cool. And then we do other things that we're going to do later, but I'll put here a print here or something, and I will put a breakpoint so that you can see what I'm trying to do here. Put a breakpoint here and we run it. Okay. So the add user creates a user, and the user's view controller receives the user. Okay, add user. Here it is. We add some stuff here. We add some stuff here. Select email. Select 20. Select Colorado. Select group, and I click on submit. And you see here the breakpoint is here, and you receive the user, which has the information that you entered. Cool. And if you look at users, users now has one value, which is the user that you just sent, which we appended it. Cool. So we are able to do all of that stuff. We're able to send the user back. I didn't add the validation part, but just to show you that I'm able to do the table view controller. And go back. So now if you run this, it will show, and so on. So now the user is very straightforward. To create the user is also, to display the user is also, the users in the system is also easy. All right, so now in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tags and so on, straightforward also. So here it is, click on plus, cell, let's add the cell, here it is, and I'm calling it the user cell. So basically I'm going to call it the user cell, here it is. Their user cell, here it is. All right, and basically it has, if you look at what the document looks like, it has, okay, name, email, this gender, and group. Okay, good. So basically I'll go in, add some labels. Here's 1, here's 2, email 3. All right, and then there are 2. Okay. Control C, Control V. Here's 1, and then there's another. Okay, good. We have these. Now this is the name. We go all the way from here to here, and I'm just paying attention to the these crosshairs. Okay, so let's do standard. Here it is. This is the user, the name of the user, right? And then under that the email. Okay. So go here. Okay, we do standard. There it is. We have the email. And this guy we're gonna do, we use tags. You know, I know I'm not gonna use, I can say, let's say tag 100, and this one is tag, the next one is tag 200, and so on, right? You can create a default, I can create its own nib and so on, which we're going to do in the next assignment, but let's see. There it is. 1, So that's this one. We need this to go all the way here. Okay, good. We have this, this, and this. And if we go here, we make this one 300. Okay. And then this guy is here. All right, so here it is. And then this guy is at constraints. Now with these table views, it needs to know where to place the bottom constraint. You know, it doesn't know how to size to automatically resize. You need to put a constraint at the bottom, and that's a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a constraint like this. Add the constraint. It's not happy because it cannot guarantee that this is going to be the size. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to do constraint greater than or equal to, and I'm going to put, let's say, 8, and I press enter. Now you see it's okay, it looks fine. And this guy, I put a constraint, the bottom constraint is greater than or equal. This guy has no bottom constraint, okay? All right, so we go back here, and I can make this anyway. So this is 100, 200, 300, 400. Let's do this one as 400, 400. And this guy is going to be 500. 500 is the tag. And this one is 400. Good. So we are done with these. Go back here and we do the extension and all that stuff again, right? So we have users, extension, users, view controller, extend, UI table view delegate, and UI table view data source. All right. And now it's not going to be happy. It needs 2 methods to be implemented. So we go in. All right. They call them protocol stubs. Here they are. The first one is going to be return users.count. And this one is let cell equal to table view.dq, cell with identifier. Call it user cell index path. Right, and then we can get what the user is. Let user equal to users of index path dot row. We're going to return the cell at the end. Let's return cell, right? And now here we just go ahead and do this. We are going to do let UI label. So this is going to be the first label, which is the name label, equal to cell dot get tag view with tag, and this is going to be the 100 one as UI label, and then name label dot text equals user dot name. All right, here we are. And we have the name set up correctly here. Control C. We can do the other ones. All right, so name 200, 300, 400, 500, and its name email. So this the next one is email. Okay, name email age. Okay, so the next one is age label. Okay, so 28 years old. So basically we do this user.age years old, and then male. So this is gender. This is group. All right, good. So this is gender label, and this is group label. All right, perfect. So we have them set up, and now okay, so what we can do is when you receive a new user, then you just tell the delegate, so table view, we need the table view to tell it to reload. Okay, so where is the table view? This one, go here, assistant, drag and drop table view. So now when you receive a user, we just say table view dot reload data. Okay, and now let's see. So what I could do also is I can add some example users just for the sake of testing here, right? Because I don't have any example users. So let's go back in again and click on users view controller. What I'm going to do is when we start the app, I'm just going to add some example users, right? So users dot append user, and here we are. Let's say Bob Smith, b@b.com, b@b.com, and this is male, age is, let's say, 33, state is North Carolina, and this is friend. Here is one user, Control C, another user and another user. So let's say Alice Smith, this is Tom, A, C, T, and T. This is female, male, and let's say 20. Guys, 50. South Carolina. And this is guy, let's say New York. Say this guy's family, and so on. So we have some users. Now when we run it, we will see some users. Okay, cool. So it's not showing up. Let's run it again. Yeah, it could be because we need to reload. So what I need to do is, let me check something quick. Maybe the adapter is not connected, so the data source is not connected. The table, yeah, see, the data source is not connected for the table view, right? So we need to connect it to here, so it knows where to get the data from, and the delegate. All right, so now we run it again. Okay. Very common mistake is that here it is. See, here are the users. You can add a new one just to test. There's one guy, select male, age 23, state California, group is other, submit, and if you scroll down, here's the user that we just added. Cool. So we're able to do all of that stuff, right? Now to do the sort is straightforward also, right? So we're done here, right? So let's go back to the main. Here it is. Okay, and here is the add user view controller. Now the sort. So now in order to send back the sort is exactly the same way. So basically I need to add, no, in the users view controller, users, where is it here? Users view controller, here it is, this users view controller. Go back here. When you click on clear all, will do something, right? So we click here, go here, assistant, clear all, we just clear everything from the table. So we go here, click on that, say clear all clicked. Alright, so here's the clear all, and basically in clear all what we're going to do is that we say users dot remove all, and then table view dot reload it. That's what clear all does. The sort, you have to go to another screen. So the sort, there's a sort screen here somewhere. Where did it go? Oh, here is the sort screen. Okay. So if we close this guy here, zoom a little bit. Here we are, and here is the sort screen, right? So click on sort. This one, it goes here. Show. Here it is. Okay, cool. So it shows a sort screen, and then the sort sends back some data, right? So I'm not going to do all of them, but let's see. All right. So what I'm going to do is when you click, it goes to the sort, right? So let's look at the sort. Where's the sort here? I can show you that clear all works now. So let's see. Okay, let me also display the users view controller. You see clear all removes it and then reloads the table. All right, clear all, done. Okay, good. So now this is done. Now let's look at the sort. Where is the sort here? Sort selection. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send back. You see there are so many of them. There are so many of these sort options that are available, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send whatever the label is, name, email, age, and gender, and is it ascending or descending? Okay, good. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. So in order to do that, we need to set up some event handlers. So let's go back here, go here, and okay. So now we can have all these event handlers. It's like all of these, man. That's 1, 2, 3. Let's set them up. It's fine. Here it is. Go here, assistant. Okay. This is by name. So basically name. Okay. Name. ASC. Clicked. All right. So now copy this. Here it is. And then I'm going to create other ones. So ASC, so this is DSC, name DSC, DESC, clicked. All right, go ahead. Good. So we have the name and I'll do the age. All of them are exactly the same because they're all strings. The age is a number, so that's something else that I would like to use. There it is. This is age, is ASC, and then is DSC, descending. DSC. Now let me check something quick. Name declaration. Let me check something quick. Go back here. Name DSC on touch up button. These are bye-bye. They're not working. Alright, good. So now this one needs to go with this one. And then this one goes with this one. Okay, good. So we have them set up. And then all what they do is they just send the data and pop. Like exactly what we did here, right? Copy that. And pop. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send two values, right? So what I could do is I can create a class. Let's say here. Create a class. And that class is going to be new file, Swift file. I'll call it, for example, sort direction. Okay, and then it's a class, or I can call it sort choice. Sort choice or something like that. Choice, something like this. Okay, and it's two strings. Let attribute or parameter or attribute at a string, and then let direction as a string also. All right. Okay. And we're good. So that's the sort choice, right? Okay, cool. So now this is the A. You can run this. Cool. So now when you click, what I'm going to do is I know that the sort direction, the sort choice. So I'm gonna do a notification, right? So basically all I'm going to do is like select gender, I'm gonna send a notification with an object, right? Control C, here it is, Control V, and then I call, for example, send sort notification. One notification. It's called sort notification, and it's going to have sort order, and where is sort choice? Sorry, sort choice with here's the attribute and direction. Okay, and the attribute here is going to be name, and then the direction is going to be ASC. Okay, cool. So that's one. The other one is DASC. Where's this one? Name, and similarly the age, and the age. All right, cool. So I'm done here. When you click, it goes there, and then it needs to pop the stack or to go back. So that's exactly what's going to happen here. All right, so that's done. And basically, in the user's view controller, you need to set up on receive, right? And then when you receive, you do something. So basically this here, Control C, Control V, on sort receive, all right? And we set up this here, the notification listener. There's that. This is the method name. Here it is. And then on select sort, where is that? Here it is. And here is the name of the notification. And here is the name of the notification. We set up the on sort receive. And then this is the on sort choice equals notification as sort choice. And then we do our if else statements and so on and figure out what needs to happen. Okay. Notification dot object as this. Okay, cool. Here we are. And then you can check to see if sort choice dot attribute equals name, else if sort choice dot attribute is equal to age, and then we do stuff. Okay. Now to sort is also straightforward. So if you look here, users dot sort by, or sorting using sort comparator, sort by, right? Sorts the collection in place using the given predicates as comparisons between elements. Sort by, here's that, and here we go. So basically here you have user 1, U1, U2, and then basically we'll do U1 dot, okay, and then you return something. Return U1 dot name is compare, okay, and we need something that returns a we did the sort in the first week, but what I will do is I'll show you what I will do. Maybe I can search and find something. Let's see here, copy, new window, here it is. I'm going to say sort in Swift objects. All right, so how to sort? Okay, so let's say here it is, sort or sort by, and or hacking or whatever. So I'm gonna go here, sort by. So here is the Apple documentation. So to sort elements of your collection, students, no, not this one. Okay, sort by, here is an example. Okay, sort, and you give it the two users, and then you do something less than something. Okay, what about objects? How to sort objects? So here is, this is, no, so here it is, see, sorted let dot users equal to sort by, and then the first name is less than greater name. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this. Return U1 dot name is greater than U2 dot name. Okay, something like that. Here it is. That's one. And that's if it's name. So basically I can check to see, let's do this and see what happens when you do this. And then similarly Control C, Control V, and this is age and age, and see what happens when we do something like this, right? So basically this is sorting. Let's worry about the direction in a little bit and figure out what happens. Okay, so let's see. All right, so here it is. It's not sorted by anything. Click on sort, you pick this one, and it's sorting like this. It doesn't seem that it's sorting anything. So we do this, and we click here. Let's put a breakpoint to see where we are at, right? And we pick this one. We're here. Oh, okay. What we also need to do is we need to notify that the data has changed. Table view dot, so basically reload, so that it reloads, right? Otherwise you have sorted but you never updated the table, right? So go here, sort, we're sorting by name, and it's sorting now by name, but it's in what? This approach is in a descending order, right? This is descending, Tom, Bob, and Alice, and sort again, but by age, and it's also in descending order. So whatever code we have is in descending. So basically what we can do is if sort choice dot direction equal to DESC, else do something else. So basically this is in descending, okay, descending order. Here it is. Otherwise, if you want to do it ascending order, just flip the sign here by name. All right, so that's this for double equal. There it is. That's descending. Control C. Same story here. All right, and here we are. This is by age. It's an in-place sort, which is really nice. So here it is, 2 and 1. Here it is. This is very important to reload, because if you sort but you don't reload, then the table, the UI table view doesn't know that it needs to refresh. All right, here it is. All right, sort, and we pick. This is in. Click here. It's in ascending order. A, B, T. Go click here. T, B, A. Right. Sort again. Age 20, 33, 50. This is in ascending order. And if you click on here, this is in descending order. So now what we can do also, you see here, you need to change whatever is being listed up here, right? Okay, cool. So there is a label at the top that we can change, because we have all these if-else statements. We have a label, we can change the label, right? So here is the sort selection. Sorted by name in ascending order. Okay, I copy that. Click here. Go here. Assistant. I need the label. So I'm going to, I need an outlet to the label. So this is the sort outlet. Sort label. Okay. Users view controller. All right. So now when we come in the first time, we need to sort in what? This is the default one, in ascending order, right? So basically I'm going to do this. Sort it in ascending order. When you come in the first time, and I'll do the sort label dot text to equal to, here is the label that we have here. This is the first time when you first start the app. Okay. And then after that, okay, so now every time, and that's the default sort order. Okay. Then any other time we're going to change the sort order. Okay. So now we need to take care of other things. So I'll take care of that in a little bit, but here it is. Now where to change it is here. So basically you need to change it here. So basically I'm going to do this. All right, so basically I can do this here, somewhere here, equal to sort by, and then we need the name. So basically the name is going to be sort choice dot attribute. Sort choice dot direction dot uppercase. All right, so now we run this. And now whenever we change the sort order, it changes here also. Okay, so we click on sort by name ascending, sort by name descending, sort by age ascending, sort by age descending. Now I'll keep the remaining part as an exercise for you, that what if you add a new user and you want to maintain the sort order? This means you need the sort order, sort choice to be stored here, and then whenever you add, you sort also. Okay. Which is straightforward. It's very easy. So you initialize the sort order as ascending by name, right? And then every time you add, you check the sort order, and it helps you figure out how to sort. All right. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.